Hi guys, this is basically just a video to show you around the Pearl map, the new Valorant map that hasn't really been shown yet. And yeah, I didn't really get the time to edit it and do everything properly, but yeah, it's gonna be released, one of the first videos of the map, so hope you enjoy. Make sure to smash that sub and like button if you like it, and let's check it together. Okay, so the way I'm gonna do this is I'm first gonna show you the map. This is it. If you want to look at it further, you can pause and look around for yourself. But first I'm gonna walk into sites from spawn just to show you around, like the entrances with the spawns up, like the spawn or barriers. Then I'm gonna go into the other side and do the same, and then I'm gonna do it without it. Okay. So first you start, first entrance. You can also play on top of this. Nothing special. Just an entrance to a site from a pretty safe position. Second one is probably gonna be called flowers or shop or something similar. Has two entrances into it, like one can be through this window, one can be from spawn. Nothing too specific. And then there's site. Looks pretty cool to me. This is not wallbangable, I have to point this out. Bullets do not go through, not with even heavy penetration bullets. And then there's middle. You can go into middle from a site. You can go into middle from the spawn, which is like a little small sewer thingy where you have to crouch. You also make the water steps noise. And then you have two splits. You can go to the left, go into the main, or you can go towards the right side. And you come to the area where it's probably gonna be called double door. Then you have this hill. It's pretty advantageous if you're the high ground one. So as a defender, you're probably gonna wanna stick to this area. Although I don't see many fights happening here, because the only way to fight from lower is if people take B main. But yeah, these are basically the entrances into middle and to A. And the last one is on B, which is basically just two. You can either go lower, enter the site, then you have options to either go left and end up on middle again, or you can go into backside. And from backside you can basically see the entire main. It's gonna be pretty much a very used angle if you ask me, because you can see all the way down here, even though it's like 60 meters across. But yeah, this is gonna be a pretty tricky position if you're chambered or jet, omen, something like that. And the other entrance into site is from heaven. This is only accessible from spawn, so attackers basically won't be coming up here unless they up their FTP up there or something like this. And it's a pretty big entrance, so this is gonna be pretty interesting for defenders. Now on to the attackers. So we spawn here. I don't see attackers have much space at the beginning. Like if you look at the spawn barriers, you can only move further a bit. But as defender you can like walk up a lot, which is a lot of walked space. But yeah, if you're gonna be spawning here, you're normally gonna be fighting this area where the defenders can come out of art apparently. And if you're gonna be spawning in this area, you're gonna be fighting double doors a lot, where people basically have the spawn barrier as well. This is also like a few boxes that you can jump around, but nothing too special. And this is basically B main. I think this is gonna be a very contested choke point, because the whole ramp is hard to control, so I assume that when the round starts, people are just gonna come here and fight for this, and a lot of defenders, when the round starts, are just gonna go into this corner, try to fight for this area. It's also a pretty good headshot angle if you wanna play around it. And the A main. Nothing too specific, a wallbangable box, probably not gonna be used a lot. And you just wanna get into this area, which is basically A ramp, I assume, or A main. And you wanna fight for this with the defenders, like use some utility, maybe a pop flash. And this is also a wallbangable box, keep that in mind. Because people can do like cheeky reveals on top of that with fade from sight, get you wallbanged. Not very safe, but this corner right here is gonna do if you wanna lurk up. So yeah, this is the preview with the spawns. And now let's go across the whole map from attacker's point of view. Let's say you want to go A main. Have the whole map to clear. Let's check this here, the box. Then you meet the orb. And you are already on A side. From here, I can see a lot of splits happening into middle, probably. Like with some smokes to control the space. Probably like a smoke there and here. And you can just go maybe into middle and fight for this area as well. Maybe backstab someone. But yeah. This is a main. Second one is top mid, I assume. You have a very fast look into double doors, but you're not gonna see a lot of enemies, I assume, unless they're gonna pick you out. But if people play like here, this is gonna be a very dangerous angle for like people in shop. So beware of that. There's also like a big wall here that doesn't allow people from here to help them down there, or from people up here help down there. No, wait. That's wrong. I'll cut this out. And what did I miss? Okay. And the last bit I want to go over the... Not the last bit, okay. Let's cut this, we go again. And I'm going over from shop, or whatever this is gonna be called. Maybe football. You also can see down there, you know. So these two sides are not gonna be shooting at each other, but it's just 1v1 with this one. This is usually the angle you're gonna be worried about. You can even come up here and fight for art, which is basically this area. And yeah, that's about it. You also have this hole up here if you wanna throw utility through. It's gonna be used pretty frequently, I hope. And you can also fight for the double door here. It's maybe called chicken. I doubt it. And then there's this. Although this is a very important area to have as a defender, so expect people to fight for this a lot. Because just by having this area right here, you have access to B side, to B heaven, and directly into spawn, and another entrance into A main. So keep in mind, double door is gonna be a heavy contested side. And for the last part, I'm gonna move back to B main. So this is basically the area where you start. You're gonna want to post up on this angle if you're not gonna aggress. But if you wanna aggress, you're gonna wanna go super close and maybe use a flash or some other kind of utility, maybe a drone early on, and they'll already hard contest this area where you also have a headshot angle. Keep in mind, this is wall bangable, so it's not exactly safe, but it's better than nothing. And you can just play around here, maybe control the map. And yeah, you also have this corner, you have the wall up here, and this pillar is pretty big. But yeah, just keep in mind that B main is pretty huge. It's gonna be probably better to play together as a team rather than just lurk around this area. But yeah, this is basically all the entrances from attacker's point of view and defender's point of view. That being said, this wraps it up for the map, and hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna have a lot of more videos on the map with the new lineups and KO guides and stuff like that coming up, so make sure to, you know, sub so you don't miss the next ones. And yeah, see you guys soon. Much love. Bye!